Previously on Trails Beyond the Horizon, Jorda joined the party and revealed that her shadow could weaken contaminated enemies. At the boss room, Ix continued to reject the idea of redemption and attacked the party alongside his invisible demon. After the fight, several masked figures attacked the party and overwhelmed them with a special brand of plasma mines, but Cody and Kyla bailed us out with the Hercules unit. Finally, Jorda used her shadow to track Ix after he teleported away, but the damage to her shadow also damaged her. Only one route, Van Route free, feelings given form, and looks like I only get one party member? That seems kind of bad for EOTM purposes. Following the events at Durkheim Memorial Park, the CID took over to clean up and then withdrew. The majority of those who had been controlled to attack the Blacklight District were taken back to hospitals in the city. However, nearly 20 people remained unaccounted for, leaving the possibility that they had been abducted by the Vestiges. As for a matter of nearly 30 cars suddenly being stolen from various districts of the city, the CID returned all the vehicles to their owners and the incident ended up going unreported, perhaps due to the CID and Heiwei covering it up. However, Jorda, who had ended up passing out from the pain, couldn't be left with the Gilder police. Thankfully, Victor and his family were kind enough to take her in and allow her to rest in their home. As she slept, Paulette, a former nurse, and Dr. Longkai, a visiting Eastern medicine practitioner, watched over her. Meanwhile, the coordinates of the location Ix jumped to had been pinpointed, all thanks to Jorda's sacrifice. Unable to rely on the CID any further, Van and his allies decided to go after Ix, leaving the capital's safety to the guild and the police. The place that Ix and the besiegers were thought to be currently hiding was a place northeast of the capital, the city of Anchorville. A city with a population of 120,000. It served as a major hub on Calvard's transportation network, and happened to be Judith's hometown as well. They made plans to leave the next morning at 8 a.m. Ren volunteered to come along, but Elaine, overwhelmed with guild work, was unable to join. However, she promised to allocate her bracers as backup and make her way to herself as soon as she was able. Feelings given form.
I should be there too.
Nothing for it. You just focus on resting up the next couple days. And they said your soul nearly got torn in half, so I imagine you'll need all the rest you can get. Lucky for us, the doctor had a special Eastern medicine that helps with that kind of thing.
Yeah, but it was probably the most bitter thing I've ever tasted. I'd really prefer something sweeter.
A medicine for your soul getting torn in half.
Still, I am feeling a lot better.
Good to hear. Don't worry. We're just gonna start by scoping Angerville out as a little 4SPG for you. Helene's gonna catch up with us later on anyway. You feeling better by then? You can head up with her.
I didn't put out any 4SPG, you know. And you want me to travel with an A-ranked bracer? Well, whatever. Just be careful.
You got it. Oh, and before I forget, thanks for getting us this lead.
I didn't do it for you guys, you know. Please thank the doctor and the old lion man for me, and your landlady too. And also that Agnès girl.
Sure, I'll tell him. As a freebie. But once you're better, you gotta thank him yourself too.
I'll think about it. Oh, by the way, did you ever figure out that birthday present you were looking for?
Well, no, not yet. But why do we even remember something as trivial as that?
It's not trivial. We don't even remember our own birthday. I'm sure the person you're getting it for will be happy, so...
Damn. Really starting to wish I could get her to give all this up, quit the society, and just live as a normal girl.
Hey, Van. Did Jorda go back to sleep?
Ironic that she's becoming more normal after joining the society, huh?
Yeah, but she told me she's feeling a lot better. Thanks to everyone's expert nursing.
Jorda's got herself to thank most. Well, and Agnès too, I suppose. She stayed by her side, encouraging her the whole way here, didn't she?
Sure did. She really gave it her all. Probably make a pretty good nurse, come to think of it.
You're right, though I think she'd make just as good of a Spriggan. Now leave things here to me. You go and get some rest. You're leaving first thing tomorrow, right? Or, knowing you, you'll probably spend tonight patrolling the town, huh?
Yup, that's the plan. Now I gotta thank you all over again. Sorry for bringing all this trouble back home to you.
Hey now, don't go treating me like I'm some stranger you're imposing on. You know tenants are like family here. Speaking of, we still have an empty room. If Jorda doesn't have anywhere else to go, why don't I invite her to stay here? She has a brother too, doesn't she?
Jorda's gonna live here? Yay!
We can talk about it with her once she's feeling better. I'll leave the rest here to you ladies for now. Oh, but shouldn't you be getting ready for bed about now, Yums?
Aw, but I'm not even sleepy yet.
I'm no match for those two. All those masked guys seem to have left the capital, so things should be pretty safe for now. Starting tomorrow, the guild and the police will be patrolling too. And we've got Master here tonight, so I doubt anything big is gonna go down. So I can't ignore the faint sense I'm picking up. I'll just take a quick stroll around town to put my mind at ease.
Search time.
Be counting you for watchdog duty, okay? A shop? See? Looks like the medicine is doing its job. She still has a little bit of a fever, though. I'll handle the rest from here, Yume. You can go to bed. Nope, I want help, too. Get better soon so you can have more of Grandpa's pudding, okay, Jorda? Can't thank you enough for this, ladies. Didn't you say you had somewhere to be after hours, so polite? Right, Maxim is participating in today's night race. But it isn't as though he invited me to watch. Maybe it's better I'm not there to put extra pressure on him. Feels like there's something more to this. A Force BG? Looks like her condition's stabilized. Guess I'll leave her to Paulette for now. I have to make sure Yume doesn't stay up too late. As for Jorda, you just leave her to me. She'll get nothing less than the very best of care. Maxim's gonna be in the race tonight. And I hope he wins. He's the coolest when he comes in first. Imagine the tears of joy if he heard you say that.
Oh, what would you like?
White caramel pudding.
All right, I'll put it on the blog.
Thank you, Van.
This rich, creamy pudding is made with ample amounts of milk and just enough caramel for a delicate sweetness. It's no wonder the dish is beloved by customers young and old. That's the young lady's condition has improved for the moment is a great relief. Fortunately, the remedy I hastily called together managed to bring her back from the brink. Jorda passed along her thanks to you and Master, Doc. You got my personal appreciation too, Victor. I didn't do a damn thing. Her pains seem awful severe though, for having no visible injuries. Whatever you prescribed must have really been something. We owe it to the esoterica of Eastern medicine. Mind and body act upon each other in concert after all. The most vital ingredient, however, is the strength of that young lady's will. She won't be able to exert herself for some time. Make sure to properly attend to her. I almost forgot. Should be just about time. Alright folks, tonight's race will be starting momentarily. Whoa-ho, the favorite to win, Maxim Lugon, has entered the track, and there's Aslan right behind him. Let's see how this goes. That's live radio coverage of the night race, yeah? Ain't often you listen in on these. Yeah, well, you're the one who set the stakes. Least you can do is man up enough to deliver. There must be something else at play here. Therefore, he had him, powering out all his fighting words. You're the one who set the stakes. Least you can do is man up to deliver. We are most fortunate that the finest healer in all of Longport is in the capital at the moment. Jorda will surely be anguished at her inability to act for the time being. But even still, her sentiments will continue on in us. Let us ensure we are prepared for tomorrow. Right, I'll be counting you, Master. Fortunately, I just happened to procure the rare reagents needed for the appropriate remedy here in the capital. That's right, young Lady Shao. It may well be a physical manifestation of her very soul. A field outside my expertise, as you might imagine. Nevertheless, I have done all I could. For the time being, rest is the only remaining recourse. Make sure she is properly attended to. Oh boy, it was rough going for a bit there, but our client finally gave my rough draft the okay. I got him to push back the deadline too, so that should give me some breathing room. Can't say for sure how Hawker's holding up though. The fact that he hasn't popped in by now means they've probably settled him with overtime again. Good work today. I take everything worked out? Yep, thanks in part to your advice. Never did I think a rough draft cranked out in just one night would get so much positive reception. Glad I hear it. Let's not stay out much longer then. The kids are eating dinner right now. It'll be them scolding us for a change if we don't get back soon. They've been so stressed on my account. I'll have to make up to them next time. There's always the day after tomorrow. Oh, that's right. I wanted us to watch the rocket launch broadcast cigar. We can bring Harry along too if Hawker's busy. Good idea. The boys have been bouncing off the walls about it, after all. It'd really be best if Hawker could make the time to go with him, though. Give me a break. Our first bender in a 4-hour, you get smashed right out of the gate? I guess I can let it slide, though. After a marathon, Dr. Longkai probably dragged you along for. That reminds me, you asked the doc about that martial artist who turned up at the park, right? Yeah, I figured he might know something about whatever form that kick we saw was. He thinks we might have run up against an Eastern master of some old ancestral Gekka style. The guy's skills put even Galongs to shame. Really makes you wonder who the hell he is, and what hole he crawled out of. But if he thinks he can just come out of the blue and call me a runt, then I won't rest until I shove that word down his throat and out the other side. Well, there's nothing wrong with letting it feel your fire, but trying to get too strong about it ain't like you to drink with a pal and come out sober on the other end. Tish, as if I need you telling me that. You heard a man said, don't hang it up just yet. We're taking this liquid dinner all the way. Mumble, mumble, heh. Who's smashed? Not me. We're gonna do this again, Aaron. You and me, Ian. Alright, hear you, man. This guy can't hold his liquor worth shit. Guess I'll recharge my batteries while I still can. Then me and that asshole can settle the score next time we meet. Alright, let's raise the glass of success. Cheers! How quaint of us, toasting with juice. Hey, don't sweat the deets, we were celebrating a job well done here. But seriously, thanks, you pointed out all sorts of stuff I never would have noticed. Eddie, please, I'm the one who should be grateful. I attempted to study up on how all this works, but after helping you, I realized there's still so much left for me to learn. And on top of that, it was a great fun too. Will you mind if I lend you another hand again sometime? Hell, I'm more than down. You and me are in a cigar, Burzy. Oh, Eddie, I couldn't be happier. Oh, by the way, Eddie, I'd like to say hello to your mother after this. Will you mind if we pay her a cigar? Sure, I guess. Might end up dying of shame a little, but... Wait, I haven't done nothing to be ashamed about, so yeah, why not? Good, cigar it is then. Today's got me early spent, but scolded me like crazy too. Turns out doing business ain't as simple or easy as it sounds. Makes me realize how incredible my old lady is for keeping her store running so long. No expecting to ever tell her it to her face though. I never live that down. Come tomorrow, we'll be on our way to Anchorville. I'm something about barring you? No, it's just simply ruminating on how this visit will be my first, despite its proximity to the capital. And although we've had to confirm the Vestige is headed there, the question of why they would still lingers. Well, that's just something we'll have to sniff out, on top of who they are beneath the mask. You finished your follow-up work on today's mess at the park, yeah? Just relax for the rest of the night. Yes, we'll do exactly that. All parties have been informed and post-mortem tests completed. Given that we have no knowledge of what awaits us in Anchorville, a cautious approach may be best.
Today's news briefing comes to us straight from the Tyrell Times. Early this evening, several vehicles engaged in reckless driving on the expressway toward the outskirts of Edith. Fortunately, no accidents occurred, and the drivers have been taken into custody by the police for questioning.
Here are the latest forecasts for regions throughout the Republic. Skies are generally sunny from central to western Calvard. whereas areas from Messeldom to Vichy County in the north are currently experiencing rain. Of special note is the day of the upcoming rocket launch near Longlai, where the local probability of precipitation sits at a projected 5%.
These are the most recent reports on the road, courtesy of the Calvard Roadway Information Center. An approximately 10-Selge traffic jam has been reported on the National Highway toward Longlai. This may be attributed to an increase in visitors trying to enter Longlai ahead of time. Be wary of congestion before and after the spaceflight launch date.
We managed to finish up all my Sunday school homework before our trip. Now I can go to Anchorville without anything hanging over my head. But I hear it. You don't exactly look all that relieved, though. Well, now you bring it up. About the vestiges that showed up earlier today. Actually, never mind. It's nothing. You recognize one of them? I know you have those guys on your mind, but I haven't been able to catch a whiff of them. So try not to dwell on it too much, especially when you've got no intel to go off of. You're right. It'll just trip me up. I've got to steel myself for the next time we run into them. Can't say I don't get where she's coming from. Something about those vestiges earlier bugs me, but I'll try not to get too hung up on it. You're going out on patrol, right, Van? Stay safe. Yeah, I get it. Alright, I'll leave tomorrow to you, Mom. Sounds like you called home. Sorry that we're barging in all of a sudden. It's fine. If we're going to be in Anchorville, then there's no better base of operations. And with Mom there, we'll be able to move quickly no matter what happens. Though nobody's been able to reach Grammy. That's not unusual, though, right? She's a busy person. I'm sure we'll be able to get in touch with her later. It's been a minute since I was last in Anchorville, so we'll be depending on you to show us around. Didn't I tell you already? You can leave it to me. I'll show you all the hot spots and sweet merch. But look at the time. Yes, I'll be right there. Don't tell me. It's not that. Besides, I was already scolded about that yesterday. Anyway, I've got something to do. See ya. She sure is busy. I guess that's to be expected of one of the top actresses. But what is she doing leaving a guy in her room with her door unlocked? Seriously, what's with that woman? Whoa, never once seen a TLOH sleep out in public before. Guess she must feel pretty secure. Maybe I'll bring this telescope with us to Anchorville just in case. Sudden work trip or no, I don't want to slack off on my sky watching ahead of the conjunction next month. Fine with me, gotta keep that assignment of yours chugging along, right? Anchorville ain't too far from the capital, so it shouldn't affect your observations too much, or... What's up? You look a little down in the dumps. Oh, there's just something on my mind is all. An order mail came in from Basel a moment ago, and I'll have to look into it by the end of the night. Huh? Is it about... Hamilton? Okay, first comes collating today's observational results, then preparing for tomorrow. I'll have to look in that message I got from Basel, too, by the end of the night. Night 14. Slight deviation and estimated trajectories of Sept-Terrion planets recorded. Doing calculations of conjunction, time, and position with respect to recorded data until date of occurrence. Leaving Montmartre will advance the main story, and you'll be unable to return to Old Town for a while. What? Right then, if I'm gonna look around, better start with the spots I didn't get to last night. I'm also curious to see how the Black Lake District's holding up. Oh shoot, nearly let myself forget.
No prob. If you can, let me know by tomorrow. And hey, now's your chance to go a bit wild and deck yourself out in punk jewelry, or even get your first piercing.
It may be a bit early for me to do something like that. Anyway, I'll think about it, okay?
It's not trivial. We don't even remember our own birthday. I'm sure the person you're getting it for will be happy, so...
Sorry, Van. I just got out of the shower and... forget you heard that!
Nah, my bad. Sorry for rushing you. This isn't about the trip tomorrow. There was just something I wanted to check up on. Remember earlier today when I asked you about ideas for a gift? Just wanted to see if anything came to mind yet.
Oh.
If you haven't decided yet, that's fine. You can even let me know the day after tomorrow. I'll go pick it up before the party. It's just, we'll probably be away from the capital for a while. So I just wanted to check before we headed out.
Knowing you, you're probably planning to go out on patrol by yourself tonight, huh? Oh, right. How's Jorda doing?
She woke up for a bit, but she was still really wiped out, so she fell right back asleep not long after. Said she felt much better, though. Seems the medicine's working, so I think we're in the clear. And that reminds me, she asked me to thank you.
She did she? I'm so relieved.
But back to your question, yeah, I am planning to head out on patrol tonight. Not that getting your presents taking a back seat to that or anything.
I know. I appreciate it. Maybe then, as an alternative to getting me something. Just for tonight, would you let me join you on your patrol?
So you're going to be the one and only party member?
Was that a little too bold of me? Though I can imagine just how wide Van's eyes went when he heard me say that. Right. No more hesitating. I supported Van and spent as much time with him as I was able. Now all that's left is to take the final step.
Alright, we got our EOTM low. That's not good. Just skipped her EOTM for that chapter.
Sounds awful suspicious to me. Though I might believe you if I'm allowed to help you twice a month at minimum. Also, I've got a delicious Andalusia winter tart. Limited edition. You can share it with Dad. I'll brew your coffee while you chat away.
There she is. Uh-huh.
Sorry for making you come all the way out here.
No worries. It's more efficient this way. But, why the uniform?
Oh, well, I put the clothes I was wearing earlier through the wash, and they're still drying now. Sorry. Am I going to stand out too much, you think?
Nah, should be fine. Doesn't seem like there's much going on tonight. And hey, if anybody asks, you can just tell them I'm your uncle, yeah?
Well, I'm not sure how well that'll go over, seeing as we look nothing alike. What I mean is, you can be my older cousin instead.
Thanks for not leaving me hanging there, cuz.
Go get him, Agnès. But why'd she... Well, whatever. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Even Ren finds it strange she's in uniform.
Like I was saying before, since we've got an early day tomorrow, I'm just planning on taking a quick spin around town. I'll give the bulletin boards a look-see, but I don't expect much of anything. But, hey, you sure about this? Doesn't seem like much of a present to me. More like making you work the night shift.
I'm sure. See, it's... rather than a physical item, the thing I wanted most from you are good memories of the time we've spent together.
Well then, in that case, maybe I'll take this chance to demonstrate how an adult shows his lady friend a night on the town. It'll be a fair bit more stimulating than the typical kind of dates you might have with your classmates.
Stimulating? Oh, but, I've never even been on a date before, so...
Huh? For real? Think of this as practice then. That way, when it really happens, you can act like you know what you're doing.
I think that's quite enough teasing from you. Besides, a date with you is a little too... different to be useful as any kind of reference.
What's that supposed to mean?
With Agnès and tow, you will go around checking several districts in order. You may also return to previous districts, except for Old Town, for some reason. A lot of shops have closed by now, but there's still plenty of stalls open and people out and about.
Can you believe it? We're gonna go to space!
It almost feels like the day before a festival or something. Or judging by the drunks, the day after. There are not a deal of them, so let's give them a wide berth. Agreed, let's go around.
Hello, Mr. Arkride.
Apologies for calling so late at night, but I have a status update on the Grim Garten's liberation. Is now a good time? Or, well, a lot's been going on, but sure. So are goalposts moving over to the next part of the castle? Yes, the route of attacking the 5th domain has been secured. If you have no objections, I'd like your group to join us in making progress. Say no more. Our schedule's about to fill up a bit, but we'll chip in as much as we can. Circumstances seem to be shifting on Mr. Arkride's end as well. Though the noise in the background suggests he's merely patrolling the city. 5th domain.
I'm so used to patrolling at night by myself. It feels strange having you along for the ride.
It sounds like Jorda beat me to it. Why don't we start by checking the board, and any other places of interest?
Not picking up much of a scent. Guess there's nothing to worry about.
Job theme uniforms are all well and good, but I've got a hunch that costumes of characters from popular comics are about to be in high demand. Maybe for my next project I can recreate some outfits from Bravely Legends. Alright, you can't sell copyrighted material without a license, can you? I'll get in touch with the publisher first chance I get.
Anything strike your fancy?
Orangeberry cologne. Even when not in the best shape, some vegetables can still be delicious if cooked the right way. All I have to do is slap on a reasonable price and make sure the customers know what they're paying for. That way everybody comes out on top, even the produce. Romaine want to see if the vegetables we deemed unfit to sell. Even the most imperfect produce needs just one redeeming quality, he said. From there, it's all in how you market it. And you know what happened next? He agreed to buy it all off our hands. I could spend the whole week thanking him, and it still wouldn't be enough. Up till now, any imperfect produce would end up in the trash, yet in swoops Romaine to buy it all off our hands. I could spend the whole week thanking him, and it still wouldn't be enough. Not picking up any sense, as I thought. I don't see any info or requests to stick out to me. I guess things have been peaceful around here, or at least that's what I'd like to think. In any event, I just want to say, man, your diligence is something I really admire about you. Whenever you enter a district, even when nothing smells off, you always stay true to your routine of checking the bulletin boards. For record, I don't just check them for SPGs. Sometimes there's postings about deals and stuff related to my hobbies. Even if there aren't, it helps me get a feel for the overall mood in the district, so there's never any harm in looking. And if I'm lucky, I'll stumble across a bargain and add flyer for sweets. Wait a minute. Lan, please don't tell me the whole reason you started accepting forced refugees from bulletin boards was so you could find deals on sweets. Of course not. I mean, I am glad they started doing it this way, but don't get the wrong idea. Well, suppose I'll have to close the shop down for a while. Well, of how long everyone will be away. It's off to long life for Kyle and the girls tomorrow, whereas I'm thinking of taking a fishing trip of my own elsewhere. Oh, it's been about 5 years since I've last been out in that part of this country. The river there makes her a surprisingly hidden gem of a honey hole. Oh, so your trip to Longley is also to go. That's a relief to hear. The only question is, will you be bringing the Heibo Godrod with? Yeah, I mean, what better place to test out a legendary fishing pole, right? Whereas they even got a local river guardian there. Wow, the universe is practically begging you to take it along at that point. Gotta say though, I don't remember the last time I saw you this fired up, Kyle. You might be looking forward to this trip the most out of all 3 of us. Well, I did almost bleed my wallet renting us that car. So there goes any chance of defending myself. Not part of my grandpa, but man, am I relieved our transport to Longley worked out. This will be my first time fishing over there too. I'm dying to see what we'll catch already. Well, we've got an early start tomorrow, so I better finish packing and get to bed. Shannon left earlier in the evening, so she's probably back home and asleep now. But me, I'm so pumped it might keep me up all night.
Another swing.
The Blacklight District isn't a fix, they say. Can picture how tremendous the damages are just hearing about them. No expecting a finger of help from the authorities either. The place being what it is. Only means their straits are gonna get even more dire, like as not. Even so, it's hard to believe that the ones who trashed the place were the same people who call it home. I've been wise to the disappearances behind the scenes for some time now, but I think it'd come to this. I owe a few debts of gratitude over in the Blacklight District, so they can count on me to pitch in some. I wonder about all those people who went missing after the attack, though. Not just where ahead, but what compelled them to do what they did. First they bored a torch for Idledom's rise, and now they're out promoting themselves over the orbital net. And it feels as if those with you girls are paving their way toward a new era every time I turn around. Maybe I'll have a collab with Katra, his VTuber persona, whom I certainly didn't expect with you to self-distribute their new music over the Orbital Network. A groundbreaking strategy for groundbreaking times, you might say. Not mention, this latest song is their most magnificent yet. Oh my goodness, that's me eager to see where to go next. Non-alcoholic cocktails come in more than a few different kinds these days. That's not to say I encourage underage indulgence of that sort either. But if it's an occasional taste of adulthood you're after, go ahead and give them a try. Yeah, what an adorable little sales girl. I do believe I'll treat myself to something.
Hey!
Hiya, welcome to Gâteau de Dune. Hungry for a late night snack? Then give our canales a try. They're Mr. Dune's pride and joy, made of oodles of his secret ingredient, love.
Let's have a look.
Please, step on up.
So this night may well be the last we spend like this. It's surprisingly difficult to process, even with prior notice. If I may, sir, I just want to express how incredibly grateful I am for everything you've taught me up until now. It's regrettable that I can't accompany you the rest of the way, and it's such a critical time. No, the CID's orders will be lifted if the project is completed successfully, no? Then you'll be able to return to your original unit and post. There's no need to be gloomy about it. Besides, working under President Grampart makes for a valuable opportunity, wouldn't you say? Yes, I'm aware of that. I'm sure you have your trepidations. But it's certainly a worthwhile job from a career perspective. You'd be better off taking a positive attitude. Just don't lose sight of your ambitions. Face the obstacles before you, and you'll find there's no wall you can't overcome. Senator Ryan, thank you. I must say though, it's clear how beloved Mr. Rocksmith is, if you two are any indication. It's a little much for someone who's nothing more than a retired public servant. Even so, it's because of that I can interact with so many people and be privy to all kinds of information. Maybe it's because I'm retired I can see and talk about things from a different point of view. As an acting member of the current Republican Party, I'll do all I can. So please rest assured as you watch over our nation's future, sir. Well at any rate, there's no need to worry about on my account. No matter the assignment, you two have what it takes to meet Grampart's expectations. I'm rooting for you, so stand tall and carry your duties out without fail. Mr. Rocksmith. We will. Thank you again for everything. We'll return when all is said and done. It's like what they were saying at the Memorial Park. Basically, everyone from the CID is getting caught up in all this. It must be especially heart-wrenching for those two. They should be able to go back once the plan reaches a certain point. But it's gotta be tough to part ways with the person you respect more than anyone in the world. Oh, looks like they noticed us, nobody's surprised. We're not exactly interrupting, so it should be fine to say a quick hello. Oh, you two, I heard from the police about what happened after we parted ways. Apparently those suspected to have masterminded this string of incidents have shown themselves, correct? Yeah, the fact remains that they slipped through our fingers. Plan to follow their tracks out of the city tomorrow. Thank goodness you're alright, though, Senator. Leaving you behind the Blacklight District had me worried. Yes, well, with the immovable and several top-class Jaeger corpsmen on our side, we had enough of an edge to push back the enemy. The majority of the riders then went above ground, whereupon things were comparatively calmer. It's just something snagging at you. Well, on top of the police and so forth, we also called upon the CID to follow up after the fact. However, there was no indication that they would act at my urging. Instead, the riots were poised to be left to the police entirely. I'm told Kayla and Cody did respond to your summons over at Durkee Memorial Park, but that appears to be an exception. I'm a little now, the very notion of the CID opting to so deliberately divorce themselves from an incident of this scale would have been unthinkable. Well, by looks of it, their current stance is butting out of anything not directly related to the space program. So I've heard, but that notwithstanding, those riders, that strange phenomena that gripped them, there's no guarantee that such variables will have zero bearing on this Project Startaker. That they're willing to disregard even this feels less a matter of pouring all the resources in the space program. But rather an express determination to sacrifice anything and everything if it means accomplishing their objective. They wouldn't go to these lengths unless something demanded it. That much we can probably say for sure. Assuming that is indeed the case, it will undoubtedly involve not only the current administration, but the country itself and all its citizens. In which case, they ought to be tackling this out in the open as a nation united under the accord of its citizens. President Grandpa of all people should understand this, and yet, I just can't wrap my mind around these measures. Counterintelligence is an imperative where the space program is concerned. From that perspective, one could justify an all-out mobilization. But nevertheless, that personnel reassignments were as abrupt as they were forceful. It gets me thinking. We must have some aim that necessitates measures of this magnitude, one that cannot afford to fail. Oh, it's you two, not exactly catching us at our best right now. We've come to pay our respects to Mr. Rocksmith in light of the matter I mentioned earlier this evening. Right, respects is definitely a word for it. The guy's a hero to you both. Yes, we owe him a debt that could take our entire lives and more repay, one that I still wish to see out. No doubt there's much weighing on Cody too, after having served as bodyguard for so long. I know wanting things to stay that way is just my own ego talking. Besides, neither he nor our dad would want me to tie myself down so tight that puts my back to our opportunities. Cody, I getcha. Taking this all on the chin is your way of staying true to your pops in the former press. Exactly. After hearing what he himself has to say, dragging things out any longer would be a faux pas. There's no choice but to face up to what's demanded of me. Then, once this mobilization has ended, I can return to Mr. Rocksmith standing tall. Sounds like Cody's managed to steal himself in his own way. Yeah, ain't really our place to weigh in on that any more than we have. Our roles will be transforming in a major way from here on out. Our dedication to be doing right by Mr. Rocksmith isn't going anywhere. But I can stay true to that by fulfilling my duty as a civil servant, as a soldier. Maybe embracing this change hasn't bad in the least. I've known Kyla and Cody since the prime of their first generation, a lengthy stretch of time to be sure. Still, we ought to untreat this as the end of things. Our paths are certain to cross again eventually. It's my hope that the two are able to bring their fullest efforts to bear in the place that are needed most. It's my intention from the start to head back to the long line before the rocket launches anyhow. Now the wheels toward that day have begun its turn, I must decide for myself how to spend the time in between. I forgot to ask, what's the former president gonna do for security detail in the meantime? The arrangements have already been made on that front. Someone more dependable than us took the initiative of volunteering for a task. Granted, she has her own share of circumstances involving the space program. But at this stage, we've no recourse but to place our faith in her and do as we must. Someone more dependable than these two. The CID's all hands on deck for Project Startaker, so that narrows down the list of ways. At the end of the day, we can stay true to our convictions, even while apart from Mr. Rocksmith. More importantly, we need to stay our hearts and stir our nation however possible. I'm sure Mr. Rocksmith wants just the same of us. How are you finding my blend of choice? That's quite a general mouthfeel, agreeably so. And what of the blend I suggested to you? A few touches sour, but the aftertaste is oh so refreshing. You truly are a person of culture, Elton. I could say the same of you. I always assumed you and I were paid a feud, Jumana. But look at us now, quick as speeds. Well, we'll even recommend each other the occasional blend. And thank goodness for that. Our exchanges have led to many a lesson learned and epiphany had. Mr. Rocksmith holds a special place in his heart for consummately bitter espressos. For him, I prepare a special blend that draws the bitterness out to its absolute breaking point while still maintaining harmony. Perhaps we should box up a variety of beans to go for good measure. I poured myself a cup of the same espresso the owner brewed for Mr. Rocksmith in the back. It packed one heck of a delicious punch while still keeping a balanced flavor profile. No wonder he's so hooked on them. Oh, so you made your family soup for dinner? Yep, or well, sort of. My dad still ended up helping me a bunch. I want to try doing it on my own next time. You can have some too if it turns out good. Yay, free food. Just don't get too excited. I said share if it turns out good. I'll stop worrying. If anyone's got this, it's you, Kane. You'll be piloting a Zycrease for those mock exercises the day after next, right? Now that I hold the rank of Assault Frame Battalion Commander, yup. Training drills or no, I aim to treat them as seriously as any life combat. Always in mission mode, you're unshakable, Daddy. Such is a natural state of mind for a military man. I understand you'll be in Long Light that same day, Siggy. What a tremendous privilege, getting to see humanity make history with your very own eyes. That's the plan. So that's Sigourney's spotter. He's part of the Air Force, as I recall. That's like the textbook definition of a seasoned vet. I wonder if Rean fought him during those training exercises. Wouldn't you like some alcohol, Daddy? Now, the next time I have a stiff one will be after we pull off this rocket launch. But no need to hold back on my account, Siggy. Eat and drink as much as you want tonight. Roger that. Please, Gray, train me to be a bracer. The minimum age for the exam is 16. That gives me 3 years to get serious about this if I crack down now. I'd like to ask you to hear him out too. Lashkar's looked up to the guild for ages. It's probably the only path he's willing to take. I had a feeling things would come to this eventually, but it's sooner than I pictured. Tell me, Lashkar, why do you want to be a bracer? Is it to vent out your regrets over Cray Village to fulfill a promise you made your friend? Well, you're not wrong, obviously, but there's more than that. I always dream of being a hero, the kind who swoops in and saves the day. I still do, even after everything that's gone wrong. So now, I want to live that life I believed in. In my mind, that's the #1 thing that'll make Mom, Dad, Felicia, Kent, and Annie happy. Lashkar, you've really moved on, haven't you? Alright, I'm convinced. We can't start right here and now, but I'll give you the training you're asking for. Yes, thank you so much, Gray. Boom, happy for you, Lashkar. I just knew Gray would say yes. He's always had my back, even when I screw up big time. Thinking about what happened to Gray still makes my chest want to explode. But that's exactly why I can't freeze up, or else I'll regret it someday for sure. So I mean it when I say I'm giving this my all, and I can face Annie and them with my head held high. Lashkar is serious about this, so I need to step up my engineering studies up a notch too. Since there's no clear goal I'm shooting for now, I plan on soaking up as much know-how as I can. And I have Lashkar to thank for getting me into that mindset. I've gone astray once before, so far be from me to take a moral high ground. I want Lashkar to walk down the straight and narrow. And looking at him now, that's exactly where he's headed. Just the thought of it gives me hope for myself too. The situation right now is hectic, so let's do what we can to straighten it out, for Lashkar's sake too.
Come on!
This is practically an orchard's worth of fruit. Are you sure we can have so much? Please, we get them in all the time. Think of this as my way of saying thanks for everything you share of us. Besides, I owe the Kane for getting Chell so eager to help out our soul nowadays. Well, she's been the one spurring him on, if anything, but thanks. I really do appreciate this. I really appreciate Chell helping out at the register for me today. She slipped up more than a few times, but it's the thought that counts. I came to the center of Marché to pick my wife up, now that she's on work. Imagine her shock when she sees this bumper crop I snagged along the way. We'll have to save some room in our stomachs for them after dinner.
Good.
If you ask me what the main appeal of food trucks and stalls are, it'd be the freedom I like. Everybody can buy whatever they like and combine them however they like for a satisfying tailor-made meal experience. And as if the possibilities weren't endless enough, some shops even offer nighttime exclusive menus. I hope you enjoy your fill here at the center of Marché after dark. As if the possibilities were endless enough, some shops offer nighttime exclusive menus.
Have your eye on anything in
Beef
particular?
cutlet.
Thank you very much.
Ooh, earn myself a pat on the back. Leaves me totally white, but closing the day out with some good meat and wine will fix that. Time to hit up Urfa and Lao Chow's stalls.
Good, you can't find anywhere else.
Then, Dune mentioned having to close up his patisserie stand early tonight to take care of some business. But then Peggy up and offered to man a place instead. I called my wife over to go with her, so it's nothing to wring my hands about, but I just miss my little girl so much. I give anything to go buy some cannolis from Peggy, but these fish can't just monger themselves. Daddy misses his little girl.
Come by!
Well, aren't you a cute thing? Have you been making sure to get enough protein, miss? See, a key to clear supple skin is this one called collagen, found abundantly in meats. Just pile a healthy, hearty helping into your diet, and voila, eternal beauty is all yours. I'll keep that in mind. Key to clear supple skin is a protein called collagen, found abundantly in meats. Just pile hearty helping into your diet and... Okay. Negotiations isn't far bad when swimmingly next to you, Carol. Plus, you even went and got a fresh pulse on the Calvarian textile trends from this market here. Job well done would be underselling it. Let's keep up the good work at our next destination, shall we? Yeah, you're too kind. Wow, did it catch me off guard when I learned we're off to Anchorville. I mean, my hometown of all places. Happy coincidence, no? And what's more, we'll likely be there a few days before our business meeting. You haven't been back there in a long while, so I want you to use the extra time to let loose and unwind after we arrive tomorrow. That's probably considerate, but what will you be doing in the meantime, Hashim? Why, what else but a bit of casual sightseeing? The place you grew up in has me quite curious. But I'd be even more thrilled if by any chance you were willing to go about together. Huh? Don't mind me. No, and on those drinks I promised you tonight, there's a well-known bar near our hotel. Who could have guessed work would take me back to my hometown? The world sure works in mysterious ways. Come to think of it, this will be my first time going back alone since moving out. When I still live in Edith, it'd always be me and my brother making the trip together. It really is some coincidence that our next business negotiation just happens to be in Carol's hometown. I've already been waiting to get to know her better, so hopefully this helps us grow closer to one another. And if it's sure time together outside of work as well, even, AD swelling. Oh, there's nothing quite like a street food in the summer. A spicy taco in one hand and a nice cold craft beer in the other. It's a match made in heaven, I tell you.
If the launch succeeds, what comes next?
My jewelry is relatively affordable compared to other establishments. Of course, the stones themselves are smaller to compensate, but they make for a wonderful option for students. I suppose it might be nice to treat myself for once, the way you do sometimes too. You got a good bit of mirror saved up from your pay, so I don't see why not. Want me to pick one out? Honestly, I'd be more than happy to let you. My choice was to have this quality time in lieu of a present, remember? So, thank you for thinking about me. But you and your self-restraint. You know, I always did wonder what the deal was with this angel back when I was still a student. Considering it's supposed to be based on scripture, it feels oddly familiar and friendly. You're right that the angels from the Testaments can be quite serious looking, even as if they're the goddess's messengers. People don't really seem to know the origin of the statues, only that they were discovered and transported during the Middle Ages. I think I told you that I used to come here with my mother from time to time. We always talk about what meals we'd make before my father came home from a work trip. My mother would look up at the angel statue every time we passed by. She'd have such a kind, warm look, but with a hint of sadness in her smile. I see. Is it just me, or does the statue look familiar? I mean, it kind of looks like that photo of your mom I saw back at your house, doesn't it? And I can kind of see it. My mother may have been reminded of my grandmother. Yeah. Wait, is her family like angels or something? Lilia Claudel, right? The adopted daughter of Professor Epstein? Yes, I heard my grandmother and mother looked very alike even for family. My father always said that my mother started to be the spitting image of my grandmother as she got older. Apparently I strongly resemble my own mother too, when she was around my age. Sounds like the Claudel bloodline's pretty strong. It sounds like your mom was a strong, gentle, and reliable woman. Yep, that she was. She even encouraged my dad on occasion when he was having trouble at work. She was always there when he needed her most. That sure is something. So when it came down to it, she was just a driven wife with a passion for cooking. Though she did have a knack for pulling absurd pranks. Remember, she'd always tease me too, asking if there were any boys that I had a crush on and things like that. Well, it sounds like you did take after her in every way. Looks like I'm not the only one who sees an uncanny resemblance. Man? Gotta say, I'm kinda jealous that you've got a place that holds such cherished memories. So who do you have a crush on? Man, you don't really think I'm gonna tell you, do you? When I was told, that kind of thing never even crossed my mind. Mom fell ill not long after that, but she was still just as bright as ever. I'm sure she'd be more than happy to give me advice if she was still alive today. Alright then, this should be enough for the Center Marsh. Yes, where shall we go next? Maybe the Tyrell District. I mean, it's one of the places I originally planned to patrol tonight. It does have a number of locations that we should check in on. Let's decide then, let's get moving. Thank you, sir. I'll get on that first thing tomorrow morning. Or a separate order of business, you said. Notification to all nations. Understood. A matter of utmost importance. Yes, I'll hurry back straight away. First, so much for buying some souvenirs to take back to my family tonight. Hermes' basketball team told us to study our opponents if we want to stand a chance. They even hooked us up to see one of their matches, so we took a peek, and damn it. Can't freaking stand people who are better than me and stuff. And why the hell are they all so tall too? Like, piss off with that crap. Maybe this is just me crashing out or whatever. We're gonna beat their asses if it kills us. Next opponents in the pro leagues, so duh, they've got mad skills, but still pisses me off. I don't care how much of a dream team they are. We're gonna beat their asses if it kills us. So they gave us a look at a rhythm, so if we take time that new trick we've been practicing right, our chances of pulling off an upset shoot straight up. I'm not bluffing here, okay? Don't underestimate a street baller. Relax, guys. We wouldn't have won our way this far up the ladder if we weren't powerhouses ourselves. Sure, next opponents seem like total juggernauts, but I've been taking notes of our star players' quirks. So with a little analysis, who knows what kind of counterplays that might turn up. Don't forget, I'm here to back you up in every way a team manager can. This will be our first time playing ball in the proper league instead of on the streets like we always do. Morale's never been this shaky before either, but rising up to the challenge is something we decided on as a team. And I'll be there to back them up in every way a manager can. No wonder Hermes told us to go scope out our next opponents after scrims. Those guys are absolute freaking beasts, enough to go toe-to-toe in the top leagues. What are we gonna do, Simon? Our asses are gonna get dunked on like crazy. Their defense is rock solid, and their shooters are on par with you and Kirk, if not better. Can't lie, man. Take a miracle for us to win. You think I don't know that? Even though my minor league team is still pro. Their eyes were probably just drooling around asphalt. Don't forget, every star player had their star as a nobody amateur. Those guys have been chasing balls in the streets since they were snot-nosed rats. How's that any different from us? Guess you got a point there. Be real though, do we even have enough time to catch up to their level? 3 days is better than nothing. It's a long shot, but all we can do is train hardcore and bring the smoke to the last buzzer. Well, let's get back and make it happen. You with me? Hell yeah. We didn't come this far just to wimp out. I haven't felt this out much since I first started street balling. So I made a promise to Eddie. It's too soon to throw in the towel. Maybe you gotta throw a kickoff party once we're back to get a team nice and fired up. A cutscene?
Hey, nice work this evening. We just managed to sort out the mess on our end, too.
I'll be leaving the capital come tomorrow, but I'd be happy to lend my aid in the meantime.
Hey, having 2 of you on board at once almost feels like overkill on top of overkill. Given this unsavory professor and enigmatic enforcers we're up against, I have no qualms accepting the help. That puts us up 1 top-tier martial artist and 1 legendary assassin. Oh wait, you not changed into your battle gear yet? I can see why. That gap's just a little too provocative to be lodging around on standby in. Or well, that was the train of thought, yes. Though I can't help but find it hypocritical coming from you, Jiff. What's that supposed to mean? Girls, we'll be lucky to have either of you dressing up for us. Whoever said it was for you. Anyway, the important part is, with RX around, we're in the best hands anyone can ask for. Just think of all the slack-up potential this opens up. Someone's gotta make sure none of it goes to waste, right, S? Nice try. Didn't come here to enable your ditching addiction. Been too long since we teamed up like this, Zen. Good to have you watching my back again. I've never had the pleasure before. Hopefully, you won't mind me taking notes on your special Taido techniques. Right, the last time was in Phantasma, huh? And don't sweat it, Rean. I've heard you and your pals are playing still yourselves. Looking forward to... Hold a thought.
Well, isn't this a lively little assemblage?
That voice. I know it's more than anywhere. It's the general manager of Marduk. Costume too. Back up a sec. What are you guys doing here? I had taken you for more of the type who refrain from making appearances on site.
Howdy do. Sorry for barging in uninvited. Our general manager here got the sudden urge to pay you folks a courtesy call.
Accordingly, I have obtained provisional permission from the Foundation's Garten response team to visit. We will surely be able to render some assistance in further enhancing this sanctum Mare constructed.
From what we have heard, the Mastermind's identities and motivations in usurping the Garten have been revealed to some extent. As such, I am willing to collaborate on a temporary basis in order to recalculate our risk management evaluation.
So in short, you'll be providing us with backup for a limited period. That's how it sounds. I did get a sense that some of the Sanctum's features weren't unlocked just yet. Well, there's no question that we can count on Mirabelle and Costume, but something tells me the General Manager has his own goals in mind. Might they regard a hidden treasure sought by the Six Anguis, that which is purportedly concealed in this castle? I will not claim otherwise. It bears knowing that this is the first we've heard of such a thing, however. Apart from that, there have also been reports of unauthorized access from a separate area of concern. We shall withdraw after inquiring in the matters, so be at ease and pay us no mind. We wouldn't want to distract from your encroachment. Pretty much impossible not to pay you some mind, especially when you clearly know something we don't. Perhaps we should expect some bonus compensation in the form of additional intel. Can't apologize enough for springing things on you last minute. I swear, General Manager does this every dang time. And such is business as usual. We appreciate you fitting this into your busy schedule, Mirabelle.
This will make for a prime opportunity, Farida. Show me once more how much you've improved.
I will, Qasim.
Qasim has been temporarily registered as a Garden Party member. Furthermore, Qasim can trigger an awakening on the field. Mirabelle is temporarily extra. Jin and Risha have been registered as Garden Party members. Yin Costume. Okay. He's level 34. He's weaker than us. Wasn't expecting to run into Yin in the garden, that's for damn sure. Ain't teaming up with us gonna have you swamped? I mean, I know Arkansas's on break and all, but I feel like Ashen's got you busy enough as is. Yeah, you're making sure to keep up with practice, right, Risha? You've got heck of a lot on your plate. Well, it's nothing compared to what you do, Juv. After all, I imagine starring in all those movies of yours must be leagues more stressful. But in all seriousness, joining you enables me to be more proactive with matters here in the Republic, which in turn will prove useful to those at home as well, or at least I hope it will. Your love for Crossbell knows no bounds, I see. Oh yeah, I guess Sal did say something about the CPD having a playboy on their roster. Yeah, you've been dodging a subject for way too long. You asked me, I think it's time you came clean. Got all the time in the world here, after all. Please go easy on me. It'll be nice to see Yin in that Arc and Seal show someday. Might even give me some inspiration for my sword dancing. I mean, the whole bouncing act of hers must have made her a real powerhouse on the stage. Now I think about it, it's been a while since I've been to Crossbell. Wonder how the SSS is doing. From what I know, there are two people who helped Risha become who she is today. A woman from Ark and Seal and... well, I'll pull the answer from her eventually. After all, we've got plenty of time. You know, despite being such a celebrated performer, Juv sure can be quite a gossip. It's not as if I've been actively avoiding talking about the people I know in Crossbell. It's just the topic was never quite relevant. Does this make Lloyd and Risha Kanan? You've really grown a lot, Perry. I'm impressed. And considering you're only 14, the sky's the limit. How do you think? I mean, I feel like I'm nowhere near where you and Nadia are. I'd refrain from paying her too many compliments, if I were you. Unnecessary praise isn't conducive to growth. Your standards are just too high, Qasim. Now, Perry. It seems older siblings worrying about their younger cohorts is common in every culture. I won't deny that. Darn right you can't. I've heard Rufus is from one of the great noble houses of the Empire, though apparently his little brother is taking over his heir. Yeah, though he tries his best to keep in touch when he can, so let him know he's still alive, you know? Interestingly enough, we actually happened to run to a number of your associates in Farbat recently. There was Marielle, the Urcher sisters, and the legendary gambling duo from the rumors, yes? Really? I mean, that's what I'd heard from Marielle and the sisters, but... like some of what Jack and Hal told me. You're ever looking for info, those two will have your back, as long as this drunk's got his chaperone with him. I see, I'll consider doing just that then, and perhaps when the rain stops, I'll... By the way, Agnès, how's Albert handling being student council president? Must be rough having to fill Ren's shoes like that, especially since he strikes me as the type to shoulder everything himself. Well, I think he'll be just fine. After all, he's one of the most earnest, hardworking people I've ever met. He's always been there for Odette and I, practically ever since I can remember. I see. I know it's only been 2 months, but I'm already starting feeling kind of nostalgic for Aramis. I've just about finished preparing everything I'll need for our time in Anchorville. But since I'm feeling kind of antsy, I figured why not take the chance to warm up a bit. Especially since Costume's here now. It gives us the perfect opportunity to train together. I'll think about it if you prove you can keep up with me. Of course I can. Oh, brother. They certainly seem to be on good terms lately. As Murdoch's security division currently has other matters to attend to, I was planning on leaving the matter to all of you, but this number 7's involvement, the appearance of the 6 Anguists on top of that, changes things. Though my assistance may not amount to much, I plan on doing what all I can to aid in the risk management assessments recalculation. What Lily says. Is the Imaginator really that strong? I know he blocked Chizuna's attack, but he's strong, yes, but his status as an unknown quantity is of a much higher consequence. Now, see our paths crossing the garden once more. This is Meister Jorg Rosenberg, a man once affiliated with the Society's Printing Factories. And yet I hear he's recently been appointed as Marduk's technical advisor, is that correct? Well, yeah, we did have a new associate join our ranks of late, but I'm afraid his past affiliations have remained a mystery to me. What I do know, however, is that the man seems to share a name with a particularly celebrated doll maker. That said, he isn't based at our HQ in Ord currently. Instead, he's moved his atelier to a certain city-state. Yikes, with all those questions he's dodging, doubt even Elaine will get one to land. If I remember correctly, you're the ones who helped the Meister move, right? Yeah, don't tell Elaine though. If she ever finds out, I won't hear the end of. Well, actually, that reminds me. Jorg wanted me to tell you how much he appreciated your help, Van. Thanks to you, he got to bring all his tools with him. He would have never been able to make this body without them. Is that right? Whistle. That's our LP, never hesitating to say what's on our mind. It sounds you've known Jorg for quite some time already. You certainly don't lack for connections in Marduk, do you? Well, and how about this? Once we sell matters in the garden, will everyone care to take a little vacation? To Valis, where the Meister resides, or I suppose I should say to our investor's homeland. Where the hell did that come from? That sounds like a wonderful idea. The food there is lovely. Okay, I have jumped by the chance under normal circumstances. I mean, vacation time would mean more lovey-dovey time with us. But free vacation is never actually free, is it? Indeed, if nothing else, we appreciate the offer, however. Grandpa Jorg, huh? Been like 3 whole years since I've seen a guy. Would love to pay him a visit with S someday, you know, to say thanks and all. Maybe when we get our bonus from Kevin, we can all go see him together. Bonus? Burnout task. But wait. She's probably not too happy about me taking Agnès out for a night patrol, huh? Never mind, it's nothing. Just trying to stay up too late, okay? You'll likely want to get an early start tomorrow. Yes, of course. Don't you think you should be taking your own advice? I mean, only so much overtime you can do before your health and good looks give out. And don't stay up too late. Yes, ma'am. What's going on with Elaine and Agnès? Nothing that involves us, LP. At this point, we're just going to have a watch from the sidelines. Leave matters in the cabal to me. Granted things go smoothly, I should be able to link back up with you all in about 2 days. I'm from Valis as well, actually. If you ever have the time, I highly recommend visiting someday. Quite a few world-renowned sweet shops call the area home, you see. You can find shaved ice as light as snow, luxuriously rich Castella cakes. And I'm sure you're familiar with their juicy, dried fruits, of course. What? Now you're just being a jerk on purpose. Man, that's all it takes, huh? Oh, the dried fruits are the best. I'm particularly fond of the dried peaches and melons. You're killing the man, LP.
That's it. This is a big one.
Finally, Big Blue Marlin. Action 2. I wish it did give me Action 3. Jin, Ren, it's been a while since we've seen each other, hasn't it? I'll say, I haven't been in the same room together since Prince Oliver and Sherazard's wedding. Heard reason that Commander Woman were there at the time too. Is that so? I heard the Prince had friends in the Bracers, but it was so nice seeing everyone together again, and especially at such a lovely wedding. Is Reese doing well, by the way? Too well, even. That girl's doing a number on her Engel's coefficient. Told her she'd end up getting away if she kept at it, and you know what she did? Ate twice as much on the next mission. Let my freaking wallet dry. Not very tactful, are you, Kevin? Ha, still got you dancing the palm of her hand, I see. I hope he isn't simply putting on a facade for us. Reese, it seems we just keep missing each other. As for why she isn't here, however, well, it's probably best I don't ask. You know, chatting like this really takes me back. Liberal, would love to take a trip back someday. Already been 6 years since that shutdown incident in Liberal, huh? Man, have we come a long way. We'd love to get Estelle and the rest of the crew back together for a meeting, meet up someday. A royal wedding in the Empire. I happen to still be recuperating at the time, so I was unfortunately unable to attend. It would be nice to see my friends in the Empire again, as well as the Nords who nursed me back to health, of course. Apologies about the GM just popping in out of nowhere like that. Voicing work on their company only to stick his nose in their business. That man's got a lot of nerve. Now, Mirabelle, it's not as if this is the first time this has happened. I know I'm not one to talk given the contract I signed with him, but man, that GM of yours, shadiest bastard I ever met. So shady, in fact, almost circles back around to him being trustworthy again. Bro, well, at the very least, he does always seem rather busy with more clandestine matters. That said, I don't believe I saw him in Basel. Oh, that combat exercise you mean. I heard a thing or two about the new AF model myself. No details though, so no worries. I know it's all supposed to be pretty hush-hush. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Bet you're only saying that because you've got your own secrets. It kind of sounds like they had a few run-ins with each other. Yeah, something clearly went down with the Force crew recently. Can't say what exactly. Neither can I, I'm afraid. However, it does seem that they have lately departed Basel. Oh, I see. So what's the deal with that whole unauthorized access thing that GM was talking about? Oh, I think we explained this earlier, but currently the Grim Garden's operating on a limited network that extends all the way across Marduk, the foundation of the society. About 2 hours ago, however, we received a report of unauthorized access, particularly from a channel outside of the typical fleet. At present, we're cooperating with the Foundation to investigate the source. Also, some kind of ace hacker's work, maybe. Someone outside of the society that even Marduk and the Foundation aren't aware of. We should be extra careful from here on out. It's possible they're in here with us. Agreed, got a bad feeling about this. Oh, Agnès, your birthday is the day after tomorrow, right? You managed to wrap up this mess before then. You mind if I drop in on the party? Oh, sure. If you can manage to find some free time, we'd love to have you. When I told her about the party we held last year, she insisted she would see herself invited to our next one. Any cost to put in her rewards. Hey, wait a sec. She didn't even know that. In that case, might we swing by too? I already planned on attending myself, but would it be alright if the arts came as well? I know there's a lot of us, so that should be fine. Though I appreciate the concern. I'm sure Montmar will be more than thrilled to have a few more mouths to feed. They've been planning for her birthday for weeks. Hello, Agnès. I see you're on the job with Mr. Arkride today. She's supposed to be your number one assistant, right? Not bad, Arkride. I mean, if we're being honest, she kind of forced herself into the position. I'm just accompanying him on his nightly patrol at the moment. The swimming pool is quite nice. It brings to mind the breaks I would take when I was still with the swimming club. It's certainly a nice place to relax, I'll give you that. Though using it has me feeling a bit guilty, to be honest. Given you're from a place known as the Hot Springs Paradise, I can understand why you might feel that way. Actually, speaking of hometowns, you guys are currently in Basel, correct? We are, yes. The city is remarkably beautiful. Their nuts torts are delicious as well. Professor Hamilton's your adopted grandma, right? I'd love to meet her while we're still in town. Something about the way he said that was strange. I'll need to have the data we collected from the EOS analyzed by the end of the night. With its contents, perhaps. So, the night sky here is normal. I mean, that makes sense, but I guess I'm just going to have to think on this some more. Basel, talking about it's got me longing for home again. It's been a while since I thought about going back. I wonder what Grant's been up to. I hope she's taking care of herself.
Onwards! The adventure begins. The shackled hero sets out. Loot secured.
Okay, I'm actually going to take the longer path this time because I have to get 4 stage objectives in order to get S rank, and this would allow me to do it as soon as possible, I think. I already got the treasure tiles enough times.
Forward.
It's an honor working with the strongest Jaeger. Looking forward to learning from you, Hamsin.
Likewise. Working with Yin and an unofficial S rank will provide invaluable training for me too.
Oh, the pleasure is all mine.
We have gathered a pretty remarkable lineup.
No doubt about that. Imagine if we were all working together in the real world.
The CID would flag us as a threat in a heartbeat.
Guess this being virtual is a blessing in disguise.
Something is near. Conduct a search.
Beginning enemy suppression.
Charge attack. What a reception we have.
Yeah, I want to... There are a lot of palms here for some reason. He has an S-craft now. Let's see if we can actually knock out these palms, though.
Make it count.
Just to be safe, I better slap on an attack surge.
Shark command, activate.
Thanks. Push it to the limit.
Prepare.
May your very flesh be seared!
That's a lot of hits.
Over and out! Safe of Suleiman!
What? But
Boost gauge expand.
over 100 hits all by himself.
I spy me some treasure.
Follow my own type.
Fall! There!
Laser charging move.
Searching.
His movements are kind of slow.
They're staggered!
Closing on
Sweep them down!
Even though he's actually fairly fast in terms of stats, his actual action mode movements kind of iffy.
Push it to the limit.
Prepare.
My drift.
Barbados, rain! Overrun.
I hear you. Too late.
High-level threat detected. Stay vigilant.
Sure, I'm down.
Charge attack at ready.
Oh, luminous flame.
Be calm and deal with it.
What? Dude, they went sicko mode already.
Push it to the limit.
Prepare.
Suffer. Enemy down. Weak.
Boost gauge expanded.
Hey. He's gonna run out of MP if I don't do shit like
Push it to the limit.
Lord Orus.
By steel. Be roused!
Thanks.
Keep pace!
Very well.
Pitiful. Not a chance. Keep pace.
Guy didn't. This Zorba guy's. Still kind of troublesome.
I will watch your six.
Sure. I won't lose.
That's a big buff.
We should go on the attack.
Activating Shard Command.
Thanks.
Initiating drive.
Prepare.
Gotcha. There. Catch my drift.
Too many high-level enemies here for me to get field kills. Mental Orb 4? Seriously, I really don't like field kill requirements, so they're so stupid. Okay. There are a lot of field kill requirements, man. Look at this. That's ridiculous.
Let's do this.
Now I need to formulate a team. Oh. A broadcast drone. Oh, we know what that means.
How to play this?
Hey, you.
Oh, whoa, you're here already? Wait, is your squad even bigger now? A heroic fist-slinging zaddy bear, plus the goated soldier everyone gasses up? I am shooketh. And OMG, is that Yin? I have been waiting forever for this. You're just too precious for this world. And And if it isn't my never-was colleague, the Angel of Slaughter, or Solangel. Like, no hate, but doesn't it blow being such a goody-goody all the time?
Dial down the energy a bit, Greenhorn, and don't ever call me that again if you please. I'm at a loss for words. Don't stress your brain over it, Risha. She's one cultural divide and generation gap away. A Zaddy Bear. Is that supposed to be like Daddy Bear? Daddy, huh? That's what you're hung up on? Guess Zin's finally hit that midlife crisis age. By good soldier, does she refer to me? Seems that way, though that speak does make it a little fairer ruffling. Yeah, I getcha. From my experience, modern slang can really hit certain people the wrong way. That almost sounds like they're referring to the whole localization discourse. Anyway, don't change the subject, Mystery Gal. Your actual colleagues were posted in the 4th domain. That makes this one the one where you finally introduce yourself.
Oh yeah, I really am almost up, huh? Like, when I tell you my body's been ready, oh, but not like in a sussy way or anything. Didn't have much choice though. TBH, when Unk pings me up for a solid, I gotta roll with it, you know what I mean?
Unk? If she's not referring to Van this time then. Could be the Oathbreaker?
Give the man a prize. Couldn't let you miss me for too long now, could I?
Harwood, so it is you. I've been wondering why you didn't show your face during Cabanel's declaration.
Circumstances this time around let me shift operations to a different front from the get-go. Campanella handles matters on the surface, Novartis behind the scenes, and me? I was planning to piss on off out of the picture. But then what turns up? Some cheap knockoff of the DG cult, replicas of a certain professor's legacy. And the cherry on top? Some hotshot masked menaces who managed to wrap icks around their little fingers. Since matters elsewhere are just as utterly eventful, I figured I'd get in on the action and start meddling here.
Oh great, so this is the asswipe McBurn mentioned. Ouroboros' 4th Anguist, the Oathbreaker. They say he's as wicked as he is troublesome, but by the looks of it, that's putting it lightly. The guy's the lowest of the low, sure, but still, how tough of a guardian can he really make against our lineup?
Feels like forever since you and I last met, doesn't it? These aging bones have never been much for fighting. Gonna have to lean on my home court advantage and cheat a bit. The floor's all yours, Ulrika.
Way to jack my name reveal. Whatevs. I'll give you a pass, just this once. Girls and boys come out to play, the moon doth shine as bright as day. A 1 and a 2 and a 3 times the charm.
This is a color font. Font color. What the? You've gotta be kidding. Aaron, Judith, they got brainwashed.
How careless of us. To think her ability is capable of such a feat.
That's cause enough to revise our evaluation of her. Number 18's threat level is hereby upgraded to SS.
Oh wait, Marduk's putting me on blast? Certified pleading emoji moment, and not even in the funny way.
Nothing more lucrative than boosting your engagement with the flames of controversy, no?
Bruh, I am not rage baiting here.
With that, we have our guardians of the Grim Garten's 5th domain. The time has come to let the games begin. The good professor went out of his way to build this playpen. What say we have some fun running it into the ground?
Save your breath, asshole. There's gotta be a limit to her hypnosis.
Those two are still in there somewhere. We just have to shake them out of it.
All right, it's boss time.
gonna see this Phantasma just to get a head start. Maybe delay them a little.
Certain arts will be more potent.
Please.
Allow me.
I'm going.
Okay, that buys me a little time.
Transmitting code. Deploy. Follow up.
Okay. Should activate turbo code.
Go all in on him.
Here goes. Ideal support. Thanks.
Al.
We should go on.
Homzine, all stats up.
Raging winds. Swallow all in your path. Ah! Don't stop now, Van!
Time for a new look.
I'll back you up.
Make it count.
I will watch your six.
We should go on the attack.
Don't have enough for that.
Make it count.
I'll lend a hand.
Here goes! Take this!
We can win this.
Really jonesing for a boost!
Hey.
Make it count.
I will watch your six.
Here goes. Ideal support. Thanks.
Thank you.
You're not getting away.
Well then, now let's see what our temporary party members can do.
Damn you! Really crossed the line here.
Wait, are you hoping that's for real? Well, too late now, so let's get these vibes bumping.
We should go on the attack. Make it count.
See. Safe of Suleiman.
The attack. Make it count.
Yeah, that should lead to a huge hit count. Should be able to do something with this, hopefully.
Prepare!
May your very flesh be seared! Over and out! Safe of Suleiman!
Boost
We can
gauge
win this.
expanded.
Oh, I was hoping it would do something about him.
Shred their weak spot with an art! Crank it up to 11!
Make it count.
Make some noise!
Wings, guide me. Knights of Arcadia! Not a chance.
Blew the
Still
roof
more.
off the boost gauge limit!
Make it count.
Shred their weak spot with an art!
Resonant glow.
I will watch your six.
To me, everyone! Resonant glow! I'm with you. Take this! I'll cover you!
You're screwed now!
Take this! Alright, boost gauge limiter! Lol. Wish I got that on stream. The chat would have loved to see getting ratioed.
Farming the drama, are we? Don't worry. I've still got plenty left in me.
What the hell was that?
What did I just...
You snapped them both out already? Dang, you guys are OP.
I'm this close to wrecking that freaking drone of yours. You hear?
Okay, sorry. I could just leave on hanging, you know?
Okay.
I will watch your six.
We should go on the attack.
Make it count.
I will watch your six.
Take point! Alright, sharp field engaged!
You got this!
Yes, I did a trick to just make him Grendel again.
Here we go. There.
Get going, Dan!
Yeah, fuck you, Harwood. You deserve this pain.
No more games!
We should go on the attack.
I will watch your six.
Do it again.
Covering you!
I'm not even giving you a chance to fight back.
You're screwed now!
Boost gauge limiter
Ready to
removed.
assist.
We should go on the attack.
Shark command, activate.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, now you cannot use your S-Craft again, but we can just hit him with our Betos raid. At this point, I get like nothing in. Shaman's Strike is probably not as good. Yes, this is beat on him.
Prepare to will.
Barbados, raid! Overrun.
Both of them in their awakening state. Ha ha ha.
My, you all sure showed me a good time. But that's enough for now.
Yeah, I'm glad I pulled that trick off. Let me just blow past him without letting any of them use S-Crafts. Any of the enemies. I'm sure that counts for a 40 turn thing too.
Oh, over already? Suppose the fault's mine for getting a few touches too rusty. I'll have to work on honing my instincts back up to snuff.
But pulling this off, if I had used Crow instead of Costume, would I still be able to win in 40 turns? Yeah, Crow has a good buff craft, but he doesn't have the same multi-hit potential or the same awakening. Son of a bitch, wait till I rip that shit-eating smirk off your ugly mug. Just so we're clear, you wouldn't have gotten to me so easily if I was suited up.
Oof. Big yikes. Guess I'm getting cancelled after all. Sheesh, though. That was hella hard mode, emphasis on the hell, and you still cleared him good.
Fortunately, she didn't brainwash the stronger party members. Well, Judith does have an awakening, but she didn't get a chance to use it for some reason.
Now see here, Harwood. What do you think you're doing? Worming your way in without permission!
Oh, caught red-handed.
The original plan was to have a special, high-ranking cryptid serve as the Fifth Domain's guardian. And yet you dare to ruin my arrangements and jump the queue? Explain yourself!
What can I say? I simply wanted to offer some modest repayment for all the good turns you've done me. Thus concludes my first and final appearance here. Make a strong showing of the rest with Simeon and them, won't you?
Hold it right there. If you're intent on settling your debts, then you may as well do so properly.
Oh, that's right. I hear you've come to Jorda's rescue in more ways than one. I doubt she'd stand for it, but as the one who referred you, allow me to offer my thanks, both for the patch-up and her 4 SPG.
Ah. Wait, we play all of a sudden. I'd cut back on performative kindness. It only puts you in an even more dubious light.
That's true enough. Much appreciation to you too, Ulrika.
Okay, bye.
That's no account layabout! How such a navel-gazing egotist could serve as Anguis under my same master, I just can't fathom. At this point, I simply must have her unveil who the new successor to the Seventh will... And just what are you gawking at? This is no spectacle to behold! Though the difficulty level has shifted due to this needless interjection, be assured that the spiritual data I've gathered will be set aside for next time. Ulrika, see that you put them in their place through and through. Now, if you'll excuse me.
So this could be troublesome. Is she gonna brainwash someone every single floor now? That would be extremely annoying.
Ooh, this is sending me. Prof is pressed. That's what he gets for trying to pull up on Unk, though. Whoops. Almost forgot again. What's up, guys? It's Ouroboros, Ouroboros.
When her font's like that, it means she's doing something.
I'm your girl, Ulrika, the power wordsmith. My title's the influencer, though. You know Anguis #2, the Azure Abyss? She was the inspo behind my streaming debut, and wow, did I blow up from there. Oh, but just FYI, I don't whip out my power words while I'm live. That'd be pretty BM to the other streamers out there, like the Katlia channel, for instance.
What are the odds? One thing's for sure, you seem like a reasonable enough girl. Her power words sound kind of like Vox from Dustborn. You can prove it by swearing not to pull that cheap trick on us ever again. This being a virtual reality makes no difference. Tish, wouldn't have been a problem if I stayed on top of my training bearer. Part of it's on me for dropping the ball.
Oh, you are so valid. Like, on Goddess, even I was side-eyeing how foul that was. So, let me take the L and apologize, yeah? I'll make sure to keep it 100 with the next bomb-ass power words I throw at you. Till then, stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Guardians vanquished. Grim Garten. 5th Domain. Liberation secured.
Al-fayed here. I've confirmed the presence of the Oathbreaker and updated his threat level assessment.
She is kind of a problematic streamer, but at least she's not using her platform to promote hatred against minorities. G tokens mirror gravity, okay.
No hard feelings.
Yeah. Yeah, I made sure to get the treasure tiles and the stage mission thing ahead of time. Is Costume still gonna be in a party? Or is he gonna leave after this?
Shock 1 up.
Beowulf. Boost gauge max +1 when deploying shards. So we can start with 5 right off the bat? Wow, I hope I can find room for that somewhere. As Murdoch's security division currently has other matters to attend to, I was planning on leaving the matter to all of you, but this number 7's involvement and the appearance of the 6 Anguists on top of that changes things. I may have failed this time, but I am resolved to provide support for as long as I am able. The entire group here changed. So when the GM mentioned he received reports of unauthorized access, he was talking about that crazy old-timer, right? Bet he must have asked Little Miss Streamer to sneak him in the back door. Little Miss Streamer, the Delson Oathbreaker. Sure picked a hell of a time to show up, I'll give him that. Though it did kind of sound like he's abroad at the moment. It sure make me feel a lot better if we knew for sure whether or not he was involved with the situation on the service, honestly. I believe it's best we don't let our guards down, especially as it seems he holds significant sway over the enforcers. And if that influenced our gal's power, it's got a feeling she's gonna be trouble in the future. Just doesn't make sense how she was even able to interfere with the garden in the first place, and for a VR drone no less. Actually, about that, she mentioned something about streams. Is that a service provided by the Grim Garten? That's correct, though one only available to members at present. The security clearance necessary to obtain it is extremely high. Of course, it appears she has several thousands of viewers. We do plan on looking into her from that angle, but we don't exactly have the resources to spare at the moment, so it's going on the back burner until things with the space program have slowed down a bit. A personality like that, though, I'd be lying if I'm not even a little interested in what her streams could be like. I can't say I disagree. I'm curious to know what she would even talk about. You not see that silly little gap she was in? That girl's getting hit with a ban next couple of days, mark my words. Crow, enough! Wish we knew a way to catch her streams. Ouroboros channel is now viewable from the Reminiscence portal. Can't say I expected them to be a cause of the unauthorized access alert. I suppose it's best the matter remains in your hands at the moment. Of course, as promised, we should be able to expand the features here in order to aid your efforts. We're looking forward to our continued collaboration, Mr. Arkride. Well, we'll do what we can. Expand the features, he says. Well, Mirabelle in charge, I doubt we'll have to worry too much. Extra member limit has been increased to 2.
What have we here?
Okay, third domain bounty. Okay. Terminate.
Threat level high. Be extremely cautious.
Okay.
We should go on the attack.
Activating shard command.
Thanks. Transmitting code. Deploy. Elaine.
Crank it up to 11.
Can't hit them both like this. That's annoying.
Push it to the limit.
Make some noise.
Wings, guide me. Knights of Arcadia! Not a chance. Still more.
Off the boost gauge limit.
The resonant glow.
On my blade I bow. Come and take a stand. I'm counting on you, Jin. We should go on the attack.
Activating Gordius Guard.
Can't hit them both with anything, huh?
Make it count.
Activating skill.
Too slow.
Jackpot incoming.
Okay, jackpot.
Make it count!
Here goes! Ideal support!
Thanks!
Resound! With Azure Strength! Catch my drift?
Okay. Lord Ordis to keep us both keep everyone healthy.
I'll cover you!
Noise!
By steel!
Be roused!
Thanks! Not a chance! Catra!
See this Phantasma.
Initiating drive.
Need a hand?
No need to go easy on him. Pedal to the metal!
Okay, Rally Prowl does hit both.
We should go on the attack!
Got this! Full throttle! Let it rip! Sweet dreams. Guarding up! Ain't done yet!
An Azure Resonance to keep our buffs.
Surge! Azure Resonance!
There! I'll aid you!
Allow me.
You better be ready. DLC, activate!
Who are had Palm Strike.
Push it to the limit!
Activating skill.
Behold, the fists of the immovable. Alright! Palm strike! Think you can break this? Another!
Limit removed.
Here goes! Ideal support!
Thanks! We should go on the attack!
Heavy stun.
Activating skill.
Alright! You're crushed! Think you can break this?
You get yours!
We're breaking through some of our shields. We have to catch her.
You can do this!
You've got this.
Keep your guard! I'll aid you!
All in! You're out of luck! Guarding up! Catch my drift?
Lord Ordis.
Make it count! You have this!
Noise!
Lord! Ordis! They're down!
Thanks!
Pitiful! Not a chance! Catra! We should go on the attack!
Okay, EX Chain.
No need to go easy.
Third angle lets me hit them both. Yeah.
Never fear!
Optical cannon! Here and now!
Right! Now you're trouble!
You have this!
Push it to the limit!
Okay.
Make it count!
This is last boost turn.
Activating skill.
Here we go! Heralding Fist! Arm thrust!
No problem.
Or you trouble! Think you can break this? You're up, Elaine!
Push it to the limit!
Both still there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to Lord Ordis to keep everyone's CP up.
By steel. Be roused!
I know you are.
With me.
Sure thing.
Too slow. Too slow. Not a chance. Catra.
Okay, they're not stunned anymore.
No
Here
need to go
goes.
easy on
Ideal support.
I know you are.
These Phantasma, everyone.
Initiating drive.
Yeah, I'm running out of buffs.
Surge! As your resonance! There! All you!
Allow me.
One down.
My strength is yours.
Okay.
We should go on the attack.
No need to go easy on him. Never for you! Shred him up! Deadly Cross! Catch my drift?
Use Phantasma gun.
Initiating drive.
DLC, activate!
Shoot or had Palm Strike.
Activating skill.
This ends here. Alright! Palm Strike! Think you can break this? Here goes!
Removed.
Yeah, still not stunned. Let's fix that.
Activating skill.
Howl for me! Thundering kick! Think you can break this?
Okay.
All right. I'm probably finish him off right after this next cast, huh?
Noise!
Lord. Ordis.
I know you are.
Jin.
Understood.
Too slow. Too slow. Not a chance.
Okay, even without using Awakenings, that worked out pretty well.
Still got more growth spurts in me, eh? Still got more growth spurts in me, eh? Reach one peak, climb the next.
Alter Cecilia?
That's one job behind us.
Mira deposit confirmed.
And that's what we're made of.
Got your skill stone? Okay. Emilia has one. This is a story of a woman known as the Queen of the Skies. In recent years, Calvard's armored aviation divisions could easily be considered the main pillar of the Republican Army's military forces. Its basic formation includes ways and orbital tanks for their high mobility and avior gunships for their suppression abilities despite their light armor. The Army's utter annihilation at the hands of the super-powered Purple Ion during Crossbell's bid for independence taught it a hard lesson. Plus improved the capabilities of all its aircraft and developed the Avior 2 for use in troop transports, covering the holes in its strategy. That is until its greatest rival, the Erebonian Empire, unveiled not only its heavy tank battalions, but man-humanoid mechs, the Panzer Soldats. Further, the Republic's flagship, a 200 Arge-class airship known as the Baden Kaitos, was dwarfed by the Empire's 250 Arge-class Gargantua. In tactical simulations against the Imperials, the Republican Army's win rate continued to fall. Naturally, the Republic wasn't staying idle. It collaborated with the Verne Company and the Institute of Science to develop next-gen armaments. However, it was still clear to say that this initiative would not produce results in time for a full-scale all-out war with the Erebonian Empire. Then came September 1st, 1206. The faithful Lady Imperial Army invaded the Republic of Calvard in what would eventually become known as the Battle of Jormungand. The fiercest fighting was at the Crossbell in front, where the Republican army faced 350,000 Erebonian troops with only 280,000 of their own. And beyond that, the heavy tanks and Panzersolats, the Imperials also had new battleships and massive railway cannons deployed. The Republican army's front collapsed almost immediately, threatening to leave Calvard itself wide open to the Imperial Army's forces. However,
I'll send him a message. Like hell you're getting in here!
without warning, an old retuned aviator model gunship named the Lux Raider tore through the Imperial forces' airspace. Despite their strong defenses, the Empire's airships were sluggish, leaving them open for the Lux Raider to deftly fire on the gaps in their armor. Pivoting to its next target, it destroyed the enemy's heavy tanks with concentrated Gatling fire focused on their weak points above the turrets.
Oh, hey! Didn't see you guys there.
The most difficult enemies would be the Empire's Panzersolats, especially the new Kestrel model, since it was equipped with flight capabilities. Its flight range was limited, but was more nimble than a gunship, and deployed with a they can't hurt us if they can't hit us mentality. As their fellow gunships were being shot down one by one, the Lux Raider's pilot immediately devised an insane combat maneuver. With several flying Panzersolats closing in from behind, she pointed the Lux Raider's nose straight up at the sky and shot upward. Putting the sun at her ship's belly, she then spun it into a sharp corkscrew, completing a 180-degree flip at a dizzying speed.
What the? Where'd they go?
The Solats lost sight of the gunship after its unexpected maneuver. An ominous spot in their heads, they turned to check their rear cameras. And there was a gunship, having taken a position behind them with its Gatling barrels at full spin.
No way!
That pilot's a madman!
Adieu.
Spinning like ballerinas, the Gatling barrels launched round after round of armor-piercing bullets, tearing through the lightweight Solats like paper. It was little more than a one-sided slaughter, devoid of any semblance of joy. And yet she continued to hold the trigger until she had ensured the enemy was down. It was her duty as a soldier for the sake of her country.
Sorry, but I'm afraid I can't do things the way he did.
As she looked down at the wreckage of the Panzersolats plummeting to the ground, she recalled the ashen mech she had seen a year and a half prior. A young hero piloting a machine called a Divine Knight took down a gunship squad with careful strikes, drawing them without a single casualty.
I would have liked to go toe-to-toe with him if you were here. But I guess there must have been some pact behind the scenes. If that's how it's going to be, then I'll just have to finish things up.
It was then that her eyes, sharp as a hawk's, caught sight of the Imperial Army's Gargantua airship that had been deployed to the front. Armed with countless weapons, it was a veritable flying fortress, one that would be nigh impossible for a single fighter to take down. But if she could drop even just one of them, it could turn a tide of battle. She had to try. She gave her battle-hardened gunship crew, at least those who were still conscious after her absurd maneuver a moment ago, their final orders.
All hands, listen up! We're going to target that giant airship! Ready parachutes for evac! I'll need you to hang in there with me to the last second. Then make sure you get out of here in one piece.
Ma'am, yes ma'am!
Battle of Jormungandr, a record of the Calvardian Air Force gunship Lux Raider, captained by Air Force Captain Emilia Herring. Shot down 7 mid-sized airships, 12 heavy tanks, 8 flight-capable Panzersolats, and 10 grounded Panzersolats. Initially, dealt damage to a Gargantua-class airship, forcing it to retreat. The Lux Raider was then caught in the shockwave from enemy railway cannon fire. This, combined with prior damage taken, resulted in the crash. All personnel escaped thanks to Captain Herring stabilizing the ship. She, however, was seriously wounded, requiring 3 months of recovery. After those 3 months, Captain Herring was discharged from the hospital, but retired from service due to lingering medical complications. President Rocksmith, near the end of his term, awarded her the Order of the Chevalier, and promoted her to what would be her final rank, Major. And so stories were told throughout the ranks of the Republican Army about Emilia, Queen of the Skies and unsung hero of the war. 2 years and 4 months later, the eyes of the world are upon her once again, but it remains unclear what exactly she has been doing in the interim. Emilia, Queen of the Skies end. Even though a gunship should be at a disadvantage against a Kestrel, she still won against many of them and almost took out a bigger ship. This proves that despite Excalibur's power, she is not being carried by that machine. Thanks for tuning into this Let's Play of Trails Beyond the Horizon. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and or hit the bell icon.